News now from the CBS 42 Washington Bureau. This morning, the White House mapping out next steps to end the war in Ukraine after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and several European leaders joined President Trump for high-stakes talks on Monday. Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson joins us live with more on that big meeting. Good morning, Rashad.
Hey, David, good morning to you. President Trump is casting himself as the broker of peace between Ukraine and Russia. But following that meeting at the White House on Monday, questions still remain. How close are we to an agreement, and what will it take to get there? President Trump says he's confident he can strike a deal with Russia to end the fighting in Ukraine.
I'm optimistic that collectively we can reach an agreement that would deter any future aggression against Ukraine.
On Monday, President Trump welcomed Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and several European leaders to the White House. The talks followed his face-to-face summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin last Friday.
We're all working for the same goal, very simple goal. We want to stop the killing.
Ukraine and European allies are pushing for a deal that includes strong security guarantees to prevent another Russian invasion in the future.
Security in Ukraine depends on the United States.
Although President Trump dropped his earlier demand for an immediate ceasefire, Germany's chancellor says it must remain part of any peace effort.
I can't imagine that the next meeting would take place without a ceasefire. So let's work on that.
In the 6 wars that I've settled, I haven't had a ceasefire.
And President Trump said he's spoken directly to President Putin to start working on a meeting face-to-face between Putin and Zelensky. David?
So, Rashad, is President Trump willing to recognize Russian control of Ukrainian territory as a part of a deal?
So the White House hasn't completely ruled that out, but European allies as well as Ukraine are saying that their integrity when it comes to their territory is very important because Russia has already claimed about 20% of Ukraine's land. So that's one of the sticking points, and that's probably why we haven't seen a deal just yet.
All right. I know you're going to be following it. Rashad Hudson, live in D.C. Thanks so much, Rashad.